Hi YouTube, this video is for a subscriber by the name of Kiki. Kiki, thanks for asking about how I would go about playing the piano with two hands for a song that you really like. Kiki wanted to learn how to play a song called Not Tomorrow, and I'd never heard of it before, so I'm going to sort of take it as a challenge to figure out how would I approach it. And Kiki, just to let you know, I am not a piano teacher. I don't have formal training. I would recommend anybody to learn the proper fingering techniques. Get a piano teacher to teach you the proper techniques. But that doesn't really stop me from sharing some of the breakthroughs that I've gotten. Even though I'm not, a well-trained pianist. So here we go. The first thing that I think I'm going to try is I'm going to try to establish a rhythm, and the way that I normally do that is I usually play rhythm with one hand, and this particular song actually works pretty nicely with rhythm on one hand. Now Kiki, you're probably going to want to learn how to keep time. And the best way to do that is to play along with some music or play along with a metronome. And I just happen to have a metronome here right now. And you can hear a metronome just kind of makes a sound for each beat. And you just kind of want to play along with that. If you want to find out more about that, I'm sure there are other videos that you can find out about metronomes. When I'm learning a new piece, I try to get the metronome at a speed that I can actually that I can handle, so that I can learn the piece and feel comfortable that I can play it without making mistakes and keeping the rhythm. And so the way that you normally want to set your metronome is like this. Let's say you try to find a comfortable pace. This particular song is about 86 beats per minute, but okay, and you just take a couple notes and you just keep repeating them, and that's about the tempo that you want to start with, and you start your metronome. And you try to get that same pace. And in my case, I have the ability to tap in my time, and so I'll try to play that same pattern. You hear I slowed down, and it's roughly about 86 beats per minute. That's okay. It's 85 right now. And this particular piece, the way I normally do it is I'll try to break down the piece. Even on one hand, I'll try to take only like a few notes at a time. In particular, I'm going to start with two. When you listen to this piece, there's always repeating this pattern. Next, you want to add in some notes. Those two notes are pretty simple. They almost never change, but for now, we're going to add in just a couple more notes, and it's pretty simple. It goes like this. Now keep in mind that goes with one hand, so you're going to have to learn to move your fingers. The way I usually do it is I try to start with my normal relaxed hand to see if it fits. And it's kind of a little, I'm going to have to stretch my thumb out a little bit, and then I'll probably have to stretch my pinky finger out as I walk down that scale. It sort of goes kind of like this. Okay, now that's not exactly right, because on the last note over here, instead of playing, it goes like that. Okay, so let me see if I can do that while the camera's rolling. Well, I almost got it. Okay, but you get the idea. So practice that and get it down, and then you can move on to the right hand. Once you have the left hand down with the rhythm, then it's time to start learning the right hand, which is the melody. In this case, the melody sounds a little like this. And I think that's kind of what it is. I mean, again, this is my first time ever hearing this song. Just like my last video about playing the piano with both hands, part one, you put those two pieces together, combine them together. I would suggest that you close your eyes when you're learning each of these parts so that you aren't heavily dependent on looking at your fingers. And then you'll get a feel for what it feels like. And then when you're ready to combine those two together, you'll be able to get going a little bit faster. Now I'm going to spend maybe a few days just seeing how well I can do with this, or maybe a few hours, but we'll see. Anyway, stay tuned.